Hello everyone, this is the second part for building a shelf in my shed. So I went ahead already and I cut the small pieces of lumber so I can put it on below the shelf, so I can rest the shelf on top of it and I can nail it through the studs. So I went ahead and I nailed I put 2 screws in there and make sure it's not aligned, make sure this is level. First I measured, I marked the stud in the back, how high it should be. So I'm doing 40 inches from the bottom, not from the stud. So I marked from the floor to the top of the bottom of the shed, because the shelf is gonna rest over here. So it will be more than 40 inch actually. So I went ahead and I did the whole thing. So I make sure I put different, I don't put the 2 screws in line so it doesn't split the wood. So, and it's secure. I use 3 inches screws. Same thing here. Also, I'm gonna rest the shelf on that. So I nail that piece of 2x4. I measure from here to here and I screw it. I put 2 screws here or more, 3 screws to support, because this is the, and I put 3 over here, 2 in the top, goes like toenail I believe, and 1 from the side. So this is very sturdy. So same thing, I mark 4 inches, so up to here is 4 inches. Then I'm gonna lay the shelf on top of it. So now it's time to put the shelf and try and see how's the height, because I didn't anticipate that the shelf is gonna be it's 2x4, so the 4 is gonna be it's gonna be 3.5, not 4, because all the lumber is not 2x4, it's 1.5 by 3.5. So I don't know why they said, I guess it's easier to say 2x4. So it's gonna be 3 more inches, 3.5 inches plus the OSB, which is another half an inch or a little more. So it'll be say 4 inches. So 4, so the top of the shelf will be 44 inches. So let's try and see what's going on. Is it gonna work, or I have to readjust the height? So I went ahead and put the shelf in the top and I secure it through the studs. Each stud I put 2. I made sure it's level. Each stud is so it's laying on top of this, because I'm working alone. Also it's support, extra support, and 2 nails, 2 screws in the stud. So I made a mistake cutting the wood, so it should be from the distance between the 2 studs is 16 inches. So what I had is those it's not 16 actually, this is 24. So this is measured 24, the length is 24. So I thought it's gonna be laying inside between the 2 studs, which is wrong, because this is the same size as the distance between the stud, so it won't fit inside. So what I did, I lay one side in there on the top of that support, and the other one it was sticking out like that. So what I did is I put couple of screws over here, and also couple of screws over here. I could have put a piece of wood here, but I don't have that size. So it's still it's good enough. It's very, very sturdy. From inside, same thing, but inside I could have fit a piece of 2x4, so I put it, and also did, well, I should have done one more over here, so I'm gonna put another screw over here. So this is supporting, so it's laying down on the piece of 2x4, and also it's secured to the piece of 2x4 through the stud, so which is very secure. So I'm gonna put another screw over here, and all the way is like two screws. So also I'm not gonna, at the end is like floating, so I made sure it's level. Also I'm gonna put like an angle support over here, so but I have to cut it, so I put it one piece over here and the other piece over here, and make sure this is level. So the support, it could be like bigger from here to there, or you know, from anywhere here to over there, so it just support, you know, the floating shelf. So this is how it looks before I do anything else. Also I used my nail gun to, you know, frame that, but I went ahead and put a screw, 2.5 inch screw in each stud, so I make sure it's very sturdy, and also from the other side. So this is very sturdy actually. You know, I'm not gonna store anything heavier, like, but you know, still like it's very, especially that side, because it's, you know, and that side, once I put one over there, maybe I put one in the middle as well, like a support here. Let me show. So like this, but longer, you know, or from maybe from the other side. You know, I'll figure a way to just add additional support. So yeah, because I don't want to put anything on the floor over here, so I can store anything I want. Like I have my generator over here, so which is good spot. Or maybe I put it by the door over here. I usually keep lawnmowers over here, and probably, you know, I'm gonna put more stuff here, because as you can see, it's a mess. See my marble workbench, there's no space to work on top of it. So yeah, so I'm gonna try to put one over there as well, but I'm thinking to put it from wall to wall, or from that shelf all the way to that shelf. But I'm not sure about the height, because this is not a, I cannot work on this because this is very high. This is like almost 43 inches. The 4 inches I did measure, and that 3.5, so it's almost like 38 inches or more, plus the top, it's like another ½ inch, so it could be like all the way to 44 inch. So that's I'm gonna see, maybe I'm gonna call it a day today. I'm gonna think about it, because in this side is, the ceiling is like, you know, but here is the different gable, so you have more space over there. So I should have kept that low as a workbench, and I should have like raised that one high, so because I have the space in the top, so it will be like even shelves or whatever. But this is good for now. I can, you know, disassemble it anytime I want. It's only screws, so, you know, only a few screws through the studs and the whole thing will come out. So I'm just gonna try it like this, and I'm gonna see. Maybe the other one I'm just gonna put it over here lower, so we'll be running the top. So I'll put it here, and the top goes over here, so we'll have like, you know, less, like 3 inches less, whatever, so that could be a workbench or whatever. And I can support it. I can put a piece of wood here under, and put the shelf the same. And yeah, I just want to make sure, you know, just clean this first, you know, and measure again and make sure the mistakes I did I don't do again, because that's how I learn, you know. That's the first time I'm working with lumber or doing anything with wood, but you know, you always learn. And I had a piece of lumber I couldn't even store on the top over there, so I clamp it to the top of the, you know, the studs. So yeah, so I laid down the OSB, and it's sticking out, of course, because I did a mistake on the measurement. So here I have a gap. So what I'm gonna do is measure this this part, and I'm gonna cut it this way here, so it will go in, you know, between the, you know, around the stud, and also here. Here I don't need to cut anything. It's gonna go through because it's far from the wall. So it's the only notch. I'm gonna just take it here. So I believe that's maybe like 2 inches, whatever it is. So I'm just gonna try to take a notch, you know, from here and push it, so that will be even here. So the shelf, there will be nothing falling down over here, you know. And that I'm gonna push that you know, piece all the way over there, so that will be flush. And then I'm gonna nail it. I mean, you don't need to go crazy with the nails, so you just need a few of them in the front maybe, because when it's time to just disassemble it or whatever, it will be easier, because it's not gonna fall. Even 1 or 2 screws will do the job, because you're not gonna store anything, you know, very heavy on top of it. Maybe, you know, circular saw, maybe a, you know, couple of boxes or whatever, you know, some tools. It's not gonna be like a ton of, you know, weight on top of it, so it's not gonna move anyway. Once you put a screw, maybe you can just get away with not screwing it, but to be secure, you can put like a couple on the front, maybe one in the side over here, and one on the side over there. And if you want to put in the back, go ahead, you know. But this is how it looks. This is work in progress, and I'm thinking to put another one over here. I'm not sure if I can do that or not. So maybe like this, that'll be good. It depends what you're gonna store on it. If you have, you know, tall stuff, you know, you can't just make it smaller, or you can go down on the, you know, it depends on your needs or whatever. So I just need the floor to be clear, so I can put anything I need to store heavy, because I cannot put anything heavy in the top, so I'm just gonna use the bottom. So here, same thing. So I'm just gonna, you know, the bench will run like a few inches below, so it'll be another bench. Maybe I just take this bench apart and you know, keep the wood and the lumber, you know, just put my stuff here, because it's gonna be a longer, because that's about like 10 feet, so will be longer. This is like, I think it's 8 feet, because the shed is 12 by 12. You can see the distance. So I'm gonna have it from over there all the way to the other side, because it's a square. It's 12 by 12. So I have a lot of stuff in the shed. That's why I'm trying to. I have another shelf right there. That's the one I framed, plus the top, the OSB, and I have a lot of stuff here. More outside stuff, and I have stuff on the side as well. You know, the lawn care stuff and my mowers and my tools. So that's how it looks. Maybe I can split the top part to another shelf, or maybe a little higher. I'm gonna see. I'm just gonna put the other side. Maybe I'm gonna extend those, because this is 2x8, that shelf, and now I did 2 over here, a little over than 2. So I'm gonna measure the distance from here to the other wall. I'm just probably I'm gonna extend that, you know, make another box, and you know, and put another support by on the wall over there, and I will put a support under the bench over here. Maybe join them together over here, you know. I'm gonna put it here, so I will nail it to the stud. Maybe I'll nail it over here to that existing. So I'm gonna see how it's gonna turn out, you know. First of all, I need to clean this area and extend that measure, because I need to measure exactly from here to there. I need somebody to help me to you know, hold the measure tape from the other side, because I don't want to, you know, I don't want it to sag and go down and my measurement will be off. So this is the second part. So hopefully I'm gonna do the third part soon when I'm doing that. I was planning to put in the top here, but I changed my mind, so I will have more, you know, more space, because the top shelf I cannot put much on it. It's gonna be high, you know. It's not gonna be like the ceiling is slanted, so there's not much space on it. So when I put it over here, I will have top of the shelf and the bottom floor, and all that stuff is gonna, you know, get sorted. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and appreciate it if you can subscribe and share to help me see if I'm doing a good job or people like my videos or not. All right, thank you.